I don't know what was the actual point of the argument, right? Because I don't think Amazon would ever like drop kick out of out of baldness because it's a profitable venture for them. They're literally making
Yeah.
they're literally in the green, right? With kick quite literally. And I mean, I listen. This is not. I'm not gonna. This is not a secret. I'm not saying this out of spite. Trust me. Trust me. I will never say anything out of spite to anybody because I think everybody's chilling out, right? I'm not. I don't think there's any like, oh guys, these guys are bad and whatever. But in comparison, money when it comes down to Twitch is
That's
it's a money sink.
all they really care about. Oh, Twitch? Yeah. To Amazon. But I'm
Yeah.
sure there are other ways that it's valuable. Obviously, none of us fully know the back end. I think what I was trying to say in that clip is just like, in a sense, Amazon and Twitch are on the same side, and Kick is using an Amazon service. And so it's just my personal theory that.
That say listen. Overall, you know what I really like about people like Kick? They don't give a fuck. Like they don't give a like they're rooted in reality. So when I say oh the chat sucks, this sucks, this sucks, this sucks, like, yeah you're right. We'll fix that, and they're always open for change or whatever, right? So whenever if you're holding your tongue because you're scared of like hurting me or whatever, or you say harsh words or whatever, I don't care. You can say whatever you want because
No, frankly, I don't even know enough about Kick to say much. I was just saying whether it's Twitch or Kick winning, Amazon is winning. That was my point entirely, and that if push were
push comes to shove, yeah.
to shove, yeah, I can imagine Amazon picking the company that they own over the one that they don't own. But that's just my theory. I don't fucking know for sure. I don't know the back end of how this shit works, how much data Amazon gathers from either streaming platform, how they value either one, etc. Right? I was just trying to say, either way, Daddy Amazon is winning. But I shouldn't have said Twitch because.
Yeah. It's a thing.
That's
It's
it.
a thing people make. The comparison that I made with chat is something I started understanding it is that unfortunately, like no, fortunately, when you work with people that are growing and they're sort of small, right? There's not a lot of overhead costs, not a lot of employees, not a lot of buildings, not a lot of shit to keep on, and basically you're kind of starting from the bottom. That's when the opportunity is really good because overhead costs are pretty small, right? So when growth is coming in, it's really pog, right? So Amazon, like when buying Twitch, the problem that they're talking about now is that overhead costs are fucking insane. So why it's a money sink is on paper the servers are about the same. I get it, they probably have like discounts whatever for Twitch, right? Because it's their own company, right? They own it. So of course the price they're putting on the server is probably less. Correct, chat? It's kind of how business works. Compared to the one that they deliver to Kick, they probably have it at a premium for themselves, right? So my thought, yeah, they do that cost exactly. That's what I thought. But the problem is that it's a money sink because all the overhead costs, right? Because it's a massive corporate, there's a lot of employees, there's so much shit, right? And it's why I was like, shit, I would tend to agree with you that if push comes to shove, they would keep Twitch. I thought, shit, Destiny's argument, which I kind of agree with, if push comes to shove, I think they just say, fuck it. We're just gonna go to buy
Yeah.
our servers, rent
I
our
was
servers,
gonna say
and
that too.
we're not gonna do
That
shit in
other
it.
people, yeah, I agree with that take as well. That they might instead, I mean, I don't really know if there's I mean, they might just sell Twitch and be like, we'll just sell you guys the service to Kick and Twitch, and instead just profit that way without having to worry about the overall costs, infrastructure, overhead, etc.,
Oh
etc.
shit! I mean, is that what I mean, Twitch would go bankrupt in the fucking in 24 hours.
I don't know. I mean, maybe.
Shit. Wait. Have you ever if you don't do the cost of the servers at premium price, right? And you were to calculate the actual amount that Twitch costs on server, it is exorbitant. Running my stream on Twitch is an absolute money burner. The fact that this stream is live and chat is watching, like the chat is here, we have a big pot and we are
No, yes, it
burning
is
money
very
at
expensive, but I'm
ridiculous
saying
rates right
maybe
now.
that's a price someone wants to pay. I mean, clearly Amazon wanted to pay it. people have been paying it in the past, or they'll just make everybody run 8 minutes of ads. I don't fucking know.
Yeah.
But I do want to clarify something, which is, like,
Yeah.
I really, okay, obviously, you know, I'm not a fan of the gambling stuff, so for that reason, Kick kind of leaves a bit of a sour taste in my mouth. But I really, really do hope that their participation in this industry will lead to just better opportunities for creators, especially smaller streamers, especially since we all know Twitch has been making like really fucking annoying changes and shit. So yeah, I'm happy to see like individuals get that bag. Yeah, that's really it.
Right. So what?
Oh, but also Dexter replies are still fucking ass.
Yeah,
like,
the
slightly misword something. Any fucking title, any clip with any girl in it is just it's fucking gross.
Something I realized that I get it's not the same ratios, but Gamba overall is like laced or is part of it, like everything. And when you think about it, Amazon, I mean, don't they have like a deal with like DraftKings, like laced everything? Gamba's everywhere. Gamba's laced with everything. Gamba's everywhere. It surrounds, it dominates our world, right? I mean, Amazon runs Twitch. Shit, Amazon has a deal with DraftKings, no? Don't they do that for like a fuck ton of amount of money? I mean, they're not completely indemned in that part either, right? So when you start saying start comparing, oh yeah, but this is a portion or has a gambling money. Shit, Amazon playing Twitch also does have gambling money linked to it. So at that point, I think I didn't want to become like
to varying degrees though, right?
See, that's why I said varying degrees. Yeah, exactly. But are you gonna be black on the white about it, or like or on the? I feel like it's gonna. I don't know. I think it's like an uphill. It's like an upstream argument to make, but I don't know.
Well, yeah, it's hard for me to say black or white. I think everything is gonna end up being a little bit gray, but
yeah.
Yeah.
What do you? Okay, you know what? Yeah, I had this discussion with big streamers. You know, we should do a podcast because I think these topics are very boring, right? But if you put in the podcast, it become more interesting because they're more condensed and they're more targeted, and people know.
And people want to listen for a long time.
Yeah, exactly. So then, hold up. Let's say you have a timeline, right? And you have COVID in the middle. I think streaming was like on its way up, and COVID hit, and that thing was like
and now
massive peaking, right?
It's crashing low key. I mean, it's like half what it used to be.
Oh shit. Okay, so I'm glad you know about the stats, because I had to run all the stats because I started thinking like, okay, so what I thought about when I saw this, I thought, okay, when they were over here and they're looking at the rate at which it was growing, they probably went massive on the yo guys, go crazy, go crazy, go crazy, go crazy, and people were very crazy about the market. And now COVID's kind of going down. Things went down like I think 30% of what they were initially from, 40%.
I would say 50, honestly.
It's a pretty significant amount of where we are now, right?
Yeah.
So
you know what's really scary? Okay, you know how Toast has like an esports team and stuff?
Right.
Like streaming is one thing. I think esports is actually so close to dying.
Dying. Oh shit, yeah.
Yeah. Well, the sponsors are fucking
pulling out. They are pulling the fuck out.
They've been here for years, and they're like, this looking like zero return.
Yep. Wait.
It's really actually kind of scary and sad. Yeah.
Okay. You know, not only esports. I mean, live content as a whole. Have you noticed? All your friends, all your buddies, everyone on Twitch overall, and maybe Chad noticed that. Chad, you notice that your streamers that you watch don't do that many sponsors anymore for games and whatnot, or for games for products. People do some like food sponsors here and there, right? But overall sponsors, bro, we're talking like I think it went down like about 80% of sponsors are down.
I think there was a big dip, you know, when everybody was like recession, economy dying. I think it was it dried up for a little while, but it's coming back a little bit, I think.
Sponsors?
From what I've seen.
I haven't seen a lot of ads
sponsoring
recently.
Streamers at least.
Yeah, there's a recession, but yeah, I think, yeah, Chad, there's a recession, but also at the same time, I mean, listen, I'm not an economist. I don't know what are the causes of a recession, but I definitely know that like they probably had to like boost up stuff because of COVID and whatnot. They probably had like to like juice it up, and at one point that has to come down somehow, right? Because right, Chad, isn't that kind of how that works? COVID's kicking in,
Market
and they had,
adjustment.
Yeah, they have to juice up, and at one point that'll flatten out, and what that causes it, the difference in between is that there's gonna be a little bit of a recession, right? It's gonna have okay.
You know what
Regardless,
I'm really curious about, and I wonder if you know anything about this. Has any like large streamer in the past leaving Twitch impacted Twitch's numbers much?
um, I discussing market strategy and being knowledgeable about this is they're like industry secrets, right? But companies that have done in the past have done it in a very stupid way, and the way that I'm doing with Eddie in the coming months, I think listen, I'm not gonna spoil anything. I think it's gonna make you jump off your seat, to be honest. Cause it's
Do you think it's gonna make me jump out of my seat?
yeah.
Okay, I'm jumping.
Because if you were to do it right, because I know how to do it right, if you were to do it right, it will be done right.
I think, okay, you know how Ninja was like, I'm gonna stream everywhere, I'm innovating, or whatever. I actually think you doing a non-exclusive contract is being a pioneer in a really, really large way in this space, especially as the money's kind of drying up.
Yeah.
So,
I'm gonna be honest with you. I was super scared. Chat things that like, I think that people think like, oh, because Twitch made all these bad decisions, right? That all what I did was like, oh, Twitch is being weird. I'm leaving it. I've been thinking about this for months. Like, I mean, remember I sent you a DM in the middle of the night, and I said like, yo.
Yeah. I remember we talked about it like, well,
Yeah.
a month and a half ago. I don't know.
Yeah. So as I was, I had to like kind of really give it a try in my head and really get there mentally, because I was never gonna swap if I wasn't like fully there mentally. It's all in pretty much, right? Like I have to be. I don't like doing half ideas. I have to be in or not, right? And
that's why we never made a podcast. I understand.
Yeah, and the way that I got there, right, is by intaking it. Why did other platforms didn't work out? Why did Mixer didn't do any good? Why is YouTube doing really bad? And the way that they're doing their signings and the way they're doing things, the way that they're not changing the market, are for key reasons. There's a couple of reasons that I'm not gonna say, because I don't want people to I don't want the boomers over there, the fucking billionaire Andes, to fucking yoink my shit. Okay, I get it. Mm-hmm. I'm not that smart. People say, oh, that's smart. That's smart. Okay, here's what we're gonna do. Okay. Mm-hmm. People say, oh, that's smart, and I get that. I'm working with Eddie full time on like really, really strong ideas and whatever. And when that fails,
is
then
Eddie like the owner?
Yeah.
Mm. Can I ask you something, and you can totally not answer, but I'm so curious.
Yeah.
Did they give you any equity?
Can I talk about that? Can I talk about that?
That's a yes. If he said, "Can I talk about that?"
But
you don't have to.
I got to. Okay, listen.
You were talking about. I was looking at.
I got to choose.
I was looking at this, that, and that.
No. I got to choose whether I wanted some or not, right?
Oh, probably if like some of your pay was in equity or.
Which is whatever.
Cash.
But
or gamble money.
But the reality is that I actually believe in the product. Like I generally do. So
yeah, I also think you really believe in the idea of non-exclusive streaming.
Yeah, for sure. And then, so what I thought is that equity, right, means that if I go super hard, right, I get a part of what I do. And I really believe that I've been criticizing YouTube, Twitch, Rumble. I've been criticizing everybody in the past, like 5 years. I've been shitting on everybody for what they do with their signings and their contracts. And the only proof that I have that I was right is that it actually succeeds and it does better than people expect it to be to do, right? And if I don't get there, well, I'm a loser idiot. But if I do get there, right, and I have equity, I mean, shit. I mean, that's I think that's very telling. And on top of that, I get a reward for knowing, right? I get an incentive for being right with what I know, and I think that's massive, and I think it's very interesting. And I thought, at the same time, yeah, I love streaming, but I like the idea of like doing other things that are fun and whatnot. And I kind of saw this as like a business or whatever, like doing like chess moves or whatever. And that's interesting on its own, right? I thought it would be really cool to all these strategies on what we could do to make it better. And holy shit, it's fun. I think it's fun, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah, that's how it is.
I'm excited to see what comes of it. I think I just think it'll make all large streamers think differently about their future signings, which is really good.
Yeah, what like somebody asked her about the small streamers making on Twitch take it. What was that?
Maybe that was when I said, in my opinion, what makes a streaming platform viable is when you see small streamers grow really, really large.
Oh
I
yeah.
think,
Wait,
right?
I said that yesterday.
I think that's what they're referring to, but I'm not sure.
Wait, I said that. Chad, didn't I say that yesterday? I said that discoverability these days is so difficult that it's nearly impossible to make it purely on one platform in organically. It's awful. So what was your take about that? Lucas, what was your take that you want me to approach and talk to her about?
Yeah. That was my whole take. I said, I will be impressed when I see that happen. So if you can make that happen on Kick, I think that'd be really cool.
Okay, I'm going to be honest with you. I know Trent said a lot of things, okay, and I don't know much about what Trent implied because I'm new over there. I'm the new guy on the block over there, right? And I thought his ideas for discoverability and shit like that are, in my opinion, things that will happen later on. Why? Because the core product and chat right now is scuffed, right? And I don't care. People have the right to have their opinions, and they're right. The chat is scuffed, and core features are scuffed.
It's
back on
DC'd again.
No, it's back
Yeah,
on. It's back
it's DC'd.
on. What was I saying?
Is it okay?
Yeah. So yeah, this internet is DC'd. Yeah. So what was I talking about? I was talking about something. What was I talking about?
I think you were talking about
Chat.
up the DC screen.
Yeah. So now it should be full back now. Is it not full back?
It's full back.
Okay. So what I was saying is that the core product right now, right? There's a lot of problems with it, right? Right? Like the chat,
No,
whatever.
I actually don't know.
Yeah.
Tell me.
So now there's a bunch of core product.
All I know is it crashed when you went on yesterday.
Yeah. So just like chat stuff. I don't mind having criticism. I don't mind saying like, yo, it's scuffed, it's bugging out. Yeah. So the Kick product has small kinks that are some are big, that are working on. But feedback has been really good, which is fantastic. Yeah. But at the same time, I think what people need to understand is that when Trina has a bunch of ideas for like discoverability and whatnot, right? And I have to be honest with you, I think fixing the core product is it needs to be reprioritized, and do all of this because he has actually a lot of good ideas for discoverability, like clips, like shorts, like there's a bunch of stuff you could do, like discoverable like clips and shorts and things that are like that make people
Want to
like
put like TikTok and Kick or something?
So let's go a little bit complicated. There's a couple things that you can do off this ability that I've had ideas with. Chat knows. Chat knows about the things that I've known in the past, that's in the past for discoverability. Like really, really good ideas. And if you put those in, then I think it can open up possibilities for discoverability that are good. But even then...
Can I tell you my honest opinion real quick?
Yeah, good. Yeah, good.
So for example, YouTube has amazing shorts, videos, VOD, live stream. They have everything, right?
Yeah.
But still within their live streaming, they don't have good discoverability, not just because they're not bringing traffic to their live streams, but I think because something that Twitch has in comparison is a bit more of an ecosystem. And I think it's good that in a way, Kick via like its socials and honestly, like trying to make good decisions when Twitch makes bad ones is starting to create a community. But I feel like that's how you blow up small streamers into larger ones.
Yeah.
Like the way that LSF is tied in with the Twitch community, the way that people gain traction, the way that there are streamer houses and basically they're all on Twitch more or less. I feel like that's how you blow up smaller creators.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, yeah, you brought up very, very valid points. I think these are all really valid. Chat, guys, don't be rude. She is right about that.
Yeah,
Basically, YouTube, the problem with YouTube is that like,
our voice, because I mean, if you guys want me to yell, I could try yelling. Je
See?
peux parler en français aussi. I
Yeah.
just like.
yeah, that's a killer stream. If you just speak French all the time, listen, you know that there's like a bunch of
On
categories,
peut
right?
faire ça, c'est peut-être plus facile.
Toute la journée en
Parce qu'en
français.
anglais, je parle juste tellement monotone. I don't know.
Même les gens de la France,
Honestly,
ils
my
ne
takes a
comprennent
really,
pas.
really, really fast voice too.
Yeah, speed up. Okay, you see that?
I'll speed it up.
See all the categories? See, chat, you know, I know what my thought was like? Is that there's a bunch of categories, right? Like a bunch of things to watch and whatnot. The thing with Twitch is that over the years, it has really solidified itself as like, for one category, it's like one big streamer, one big, one medium, one medium. And when you're not watching one guy, the transfer to the other guy is really easy. And the other guys are easy. And it feels somewhat the same, no different in style, because the community is so like fully fledged out, right? And like the ecosystem is there for people to have stuff to watch regardless. It's why stars get replaced, big people get replaced. So things kind of go naturally like that. When on YouTube there's none of that. Wanna know why? Because on YouTube, live streams, one guy's live there, the other guy has 1, 0, minus 20 viewers. Okay, other category, nobody streams it. Other category, one gets 3 million viewers, other guy has 0.
Categories on YouTube? I don't know.
It's garbage. It's just so bad. And that
I think YouTube views live streaming as a tool, not as a whole fucking thing.
I don't think they view it. I don't think they view it. I don't think they.
They view it as a tool for an individual creator, but really what they give a fuck about is VOD.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
Yeah.
They don't care about like making a live streaming community.
Yeah. They don't know what they're doing over there. And basically, when you watch a stream on YouTube and you want to swap out, right? One of the problems, this is free advice. Okay? I've said in the past, people don't swap from one stream to the other. You know what happens, right? People swap from one stream to a fucking video. Why? Because on the side of the screen, instead of having other streams, there's better video content to watch than the streams they're watching currently or other streamers. So people go from watching a guy they like, the guy says like, guys, I gotta go to the bathroom. They will click every time on the thumbnail on the side of the screen, and they will never go back, right? And YouTube is killing themselves that way.
That's what they want.
But it doesn't make any sense. So if that's what they wanted, there's other ways to do it. They already own all the muscle for when it comes down to fucking a video content, the video format, right? So they don't not only they don't care about their live thing, they're actively killing it. Like they're quite literally killing their own streams by having the thumbnails on the side be better content. Isn't that so odd? That's just odd. So why? Because they don't know what the fuck they're doing. So there's no economy. There's no ecosystem. Discoverability. Discoverability is negative. You have more chance of being discovered on YouTube by making a decent 10-second clip than making 3 24-hour streams. Okay, it's all good content because discoverability is so shit. So it's why YouTube has never been a competitor and never will be in that sense. People say, but dude, they own that much of the market. I get it. Some big companies stream their mobile gaming tournament, and some streamers, some YouTubers go over there, get bored, and they go live, and that gives them a certain portion of the market. That is not. These aren't live streams. That doesn't compete with anybody. That's a non-factor. That's why I thought about it. Anyway, thoughts?
I agree with a lot of what you said. I feel like you focused a lot on its cons. I think it does have a few pros, which is that the gaming community, like VOD on YouTube, is fucking insane. And if you're a large creator and you can tap into that through live streaming, like you're probably gonna have a good time with
Poki.
the community that they have is pretty chill.
Yeah.
But in terms of live streaming, they have yet to do anything revolutionary.
Yeah, I mean, okay. What you just said, I want you to go back to what you just said and really think about it. You said YouTube's VODs are good. YouTube is a VOD company. I mean, inherently, a VOD is a video. YouTube is a video service company. That's what they do, right? That's their bread and butter. They make videos. A VOD is a video, right? So I mean, of course, their VOD will be good, but the whole point of live content is that the live content is good. That's the only focus. So the live content is good, right? So who cares about the VOD part of it if they already do videos that are good, right?
My point is more so looking at the greater whole of the gaming industry, right? Live streaming is like so embedded with gaming. That's why, you know, when you're a Twitch streamer, one of the best ways to grow is by putting out YouTube videos. Like if you put out TikTok videos, yeah, you can grow a little, but the number one highest like return on your investment, from what I've seen, is making YouTube videos, because YouTube gaming is massive.
Yeah.
So if you're a large creator on Twitch or anywhere and you want to game, if you game on YouTube, because they have so many gaming VOD viewers, you can still garner quite a bit of viewership. My point is just that they have high gaming traffic.
Oh,
So
yeah.
for example, like Among Us Days, bro, if Toast was on YouTube, he would have had 200K viewers or some shit.
Oh yeah. Oh no, 100%.
But Twitch doesn't have that same kind of external traffic. So
No.
if YouTube could direct it more towards live streaming, like they would really actually have something there.
Yeah. See, I agree with you. I think what you're talking about is just what I in the past I've said is just called like it's just I call it pure muscle. It's just muscle, right? Because YouTube, the amount of people that watch YouTube, the amount of people that go around looking for YouTubes to watch and click on stuff on YouTube is exorbitant compared to any live shit.
Yeah.
Any live.
It's
the amount,
actually fucking insane.
the amount of raw muscle they have compared to any other force, it eclipses everybody times 10 combined, right? Which is incredible, right? And it's honestly, I'm gonna say how it is. This will sound out of touch. 200K viewers would actually be pretty disappointing to have if you compare the amount of people that they have and then the stream. Because these numbers could be crazy. If they had the ecosystem that was built to sustain an environment for live streams, 200K would be nothing for them. It would be like, oh, you would get people that have 200K on the daily. But just because they don't retain any live viewer economy, then these live streams are like events. All of them are like events. You don't want your streams to be an event. You want it to be a daily commute thing, right? And right now they have no infrastructure to support that type.
Who's built in? Built in. Right? Is that?
It's built in. Yeah, it's built in. Built in. You just know about built in?
Yeah. Like Luke, it's him.
Yeah, chat. Who's the other guy?
He's besties with built in. Too.
William Tin.
Billy Tin.
MT.
I don't know why they don't want to bring more traffic to live streaming though. Like I have no idea what the back end of YouTube looks like. So
I can answer with you. I think they only care enough about the live content part of it to enhance their video part of it. I don't think they have any.
I agree.
I think they have a zero confidence and belief that live content is worth on itself good enough to take away from their videos whatsoever.
I know, and low-key that kind of scares me. Like they must have run so many calculations to just decide it's not fucking worth it.
Yeah, no. So
It's like, what is the future of live streaming as a whole, one, and a platform that is dedicated to it, like Twitch, like Kick, like whatever, you know?
Yeah. If they cared, they would have went all in on buying everybody out, and everybody would have swapped because their content used to be pretty massive. They only started doing not as big content these days compared to before. I think Ludwig got a pretty good one because he's a very YouTube guy, right? Have you ever,
Lud, I feel like Lud is like the best pickup for them. He's insane
by a
on
long
VOD
shot.
and streaming and so fucking consistent.
100%. Say, have you ever been offered a contract to go to YouTube?
Have I ever been offered one?
Yeah.
Of course.
Really? How much was
Just
it?
one.
Damn.
Did you ask how much it was?
Yeah.
Are you picking your toenail?
Yeah. My small toe is so like, I picked my toenail so bad on that small toe that the nail doesn't grow anymore. So it just comes out as like multiple like little hairs almost, and they hurt.
So why are you picking at it more?
Because what happens is that the little hairs that come out of it, or little like nail parts, well they end up going ding 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 ding, and that hurts like crazy.
No, hear me out. I know people whose entire toenails have fallen off, and if you don't touch it for long enough, it's gonna grow back. Like the little hairs are gonna help a full nail grow back.
You think?
Yes, yes. Give it 2 months.
Chat, guys, I'm gonna keep it about chat, guys. I've given up on this toenail. I've given up entirely.
I think you're just having a fixation. Bro,
It's-
it looks like
it's
it's
gone.
coated in red nail polish. You
It's gone.
picked it.
It's gone.
Ew! For free?
It's
Ew.
gone. Chat, guys, there's nothing there.
No, it's a big scab. I know you're probably like, where's the nail gonna grow from? It's from the little fucking hairs. Like, just don't touch it at all for 2 to 3 months.
Okay, what if I wear like socks to that? So I remember not to pick it. Cause I'm out of socks. I'm out of socks.
Yeah, sure, you could. Do whatever you need to. Put a band-aid on it. Just don't fucking touch it for like 3 months.
Yeah, it got so bad. I was out of socks, right? And I kept putting my shoes on without socks, right? And because the little thing is bleeding in there, right? Then my shoes started smelling like blood.
You're inting your toe, dude.
I know.
Stop.
Okay. Well, anything else you want to talk about?
I feel like there was one other thing, but I can't remember. Oh yeah, I was gonna say, do you have insurance, like life insurance?
Nope.
You should.
You're just asking to get killed. You're just asking to get killed. I think if you
I'm asking to get killed.
I mean, I mean, every crime doc I hear is people that have life insurance and they die. They get killed.
Oh,
No.
I mean, you can get insurance for a lot of things. Like, you know how athletes maybe have insurance on like their legs or their arms because if anything happens, then it covers the pay for their contract. You should consider something like that. So your contract is so expensive.
Oh, wait. So one more time?
So like, let's say you get like your hands insured.
What the fuck am I insure? My brain? It's rotten already. What can I insure? What can I insure then?
Your body, if you, I don't know, get hit by a car and you can't do your job.
Interesting. I'm not setting for life 2.0. Okay, whatever happens here is the end of it. Okay, if it's the end, it is the end. I don't give a fuck whatever's. The world disappears when I disappear, right?
Your world disappears.
Which is the world.
Yeah,
Right?
That's main character shit. I respect it.
Wait, that's not main character. No, it's not. The only thing that makes the world exist is that
Is
I have the
it
consciousness to see it, right? But when I disappear,
Yes, but
the world
for
disappears.
you.
Prove it to me.
Well, I can experience the world when you're dead, so.
Yeah, but as far as I'm concerned, you're only here because I materialize it.
Yes, XQC, we're all just a figment of your perception and imagination, and once you're gone, we're all gone too.
Boom.
Sag.
So then, I'm not trying to say for life 2.0. Life 2.0, it's like my mom. Like it was like my mom in the
No, I'm
past.
saying like the second part of your life. You know, because bro,
Oh, if I get hurt,
off or something, you're still living. It's just living differently.
I mean, I'd still be able to do my job, right? On paper, no? You don't think so?
Maybe you probably would, yeah. But that was just an example. Anything can happen.
I don't
safe.
have that. I know a lot of people don't talk about this type of insurance thing because I think that's how I've seen a lot of crime docs. So this is how people get hurt. No, chat? Isn't that something that happens, chat? Like life insurance stuff like that. Like I watch a lot of like JCS crime docs. Like that's how people get hurt.
You can get like, it depends what kind of insurance you want. It doesn't have to be like I die insurance.
Uh,
Even though that's what life insurance sounds like, there's a lot of ways to gamify it.
not yeah. I mean, it's why I'm trying to. I'm protected. In order to get to my house, you have to like jump on tiles and make like a password and whatnot. There's like a bunch of like mini games. If you don't know, you don't know. You know, I'm
Good.
not.
I hope no one knows. Um, I'll leave you with one last question. I'm curious, what is like the number one thing you're most excited to change about Kick?
Everything. Quite literally.